I am here at the world's largest YouTube conference for YouTubers, VidSummit, and I'm going to be asking professional YouTubers how much they make. They're going to disclose their biggest month's earnings.
Highest earning month would have been close to...
And you're going to get to see behind the scenes how much they make, how many subscribers they have, and how long it took them to get there. All right, I am here with Nancy from
Shopping on Champagne.
And tell us what your channel is about.
It's a fashion channel, mostly focusing on women over 50.
Okay, awesome. And I would love to know what has been your highest earning month from YouTube, all of your earnings combined.
Just a little over 10,000.
Awesome, that's awesome. And how many subscribers do you have?
I just hit 45,000 subscribers.
Anything you want to say to newer YouTubers who are really in that like struggle and grind phase trying to get to the next level?
Just stick with it, and the biggest thing is to be consistent and really know who your viewer is and stay true to that person.
Amazing, thank you so much. All right, I am here with...
Jeff Ostroff.
Okay, great, and what is your channel name?
My channel name is Jeff Ostroff. Very easy.
Hey, mine is my name as well. Okay, awesome. And tell everyone in a few sentences, what do you do with your channel?
On my channel, we cover DIY remodeling, as simple projects, but all the way down to gutting to the walls, fixing the builder mistakes and building it back up again. I cover engineering disasters on my channel. So I've done the Titan disaster. I've even done the Donald Trump shooting. I've got a couple of dozen videos on that. And I've done the big condo collapse in Miami as well. Those are some of the high profile ones.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That's such a good example of like how to take your channel broad too. So how many subscribers do you have and what has been your highest earning month from your YouTube channel?
So I currently have 560,000 subscribers. And my highest earning month, I believe, is about $90,000.
With AdSense?
With just only AdSense, yes.
That's so amazing. And for those watching that are maybe smaller channels and they're looking at this like, I want to have a channel like that, in a couple sentences, what would be like a good piece of advice to keep them going with their channel?
Well, first of all, don't give up. Keep trying your videos, and each video you make, you should get better and better at it, and track the analytics, track the click-through rates. Make sure that after 30 seconds, you still have 70% of your audience watching. I was shocked to find out that 50% of my audience was gone in the first 30 seconds until I got my act together.
Thank you so much.
You're quite welcome.
All right, so I am here today with Grace
and James.
All right, and tell us, what is your channel name?
So we have a bunch of channels: Jamesy, Louie and Pip, Pip Blocks, Minecraft Curious,
Louie Blocks.
There's like 7 or 8 of them.
That's it. And you probably do everything yourself and you have no team.
No, we have about 40 contractors and a few employees as well.
Okay, listen to that, guys. Before you start multiple channels, right? Yeah. Actually, this is a little off topic, but tell us, did you start with one channel and then get like help with that and then expand to other channels?
Yeah, so it started off with me working for another creator, and then 2 years later I started a channel with that creator, and then we just built it up from there.
And how many subscribers do you have, and what has been your highest earning month with YouTube?
So all the channels combined, we're just under 2 million from long form, and then our highest earning month I think was about $130,000
from AdSense?
From AdSense. We don't do sponsors.
That's so amazing.
Like, unfortunately, because we're in the gaming niche and for like a younger audience, the sponsors don't really want to work with us because, I mean, the kids don't really have money to buy anything.
They'd have to like steal their parents' credit card.
Yeah. A few years ago, I had a few sponsors that were like 10 to 20K per video, but they basically, gaming creators, we mostly rely on AdSense these days, maybe some merch, that kind of thing. But
well, I'm glad AdSense is still good and you've figured out like, let's have multiple channels and let's have a team. So for the people watching that maybe have smaller channels, in a couple sentences, what advice would you give them to just like keep going, you know, you can do it kind of a thing?
I think to not be afraid to invest. Like, once you know the basics, a lot of people, they want to stick to doing things on their own, like the editing, because they like, you know, seeing their own vision come out in the way that they want it to. But if you spend too much time on that, there's also, you know, what is it? Like opportunity cost?
Yeah, a few months saved up of emergency fund, like whatever that is for you, maybe 10K, maybe, you know, working a different job. And then once you have that money saved up, put your all into the channels. So that you have a few months to really give it a good go.
I love this. I love this advice. If someone said to you, but I really love editing, would you say keep editing and outsource other things, or would you say no? Because I mean, it's so time consuming, the editing.
So generally editing is what you outsource first, just because it takes so much time and it's not too expensive. But I mean, if you love editing and you hate thumbnails, then obviously just outsource the thumbnails. But like a thumbnail might only take you an hour, and to get a good thumbnail artist is quite expensive. Whereas editing takes like, I don't know, 10 hours maybe, something like that, and it's a little bit cheaper. So So usually editing is what you want to outsource first, but I mean, if you love editing, then just do editing, yeah.
It just depends on like what you see it as. Like, do you want to do something because you like it, or are you trying to like make money? Because at the end of the day, if you're spending a lot of time on editing, that's giving you less time to do other things. So it just depends on what you're focusing.
Yeah, definitely. Like there's a difference between business and a hobby, and just depends what you want. Well, thank you. That's really good advice. Congrats on your channel's success, and thanks for letting me interview you.
Thank you.
All right, I am here today with Eva from Beam Squad. Okay, and tell us, what are the names of your YouTube channels?
So I have SFG SFG Gaming, and Beam Squad.
Okay, awesome. And how many subscribers do you have total, or you can share like your biggest channel?
I have 4.6 million on one, 2.6 on the other, and almost 1 million on the gaming.
Oh my gosh. First of all, congratulations. And how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing YouTube for 8 years now.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And tell us, what has been your largest month? You can do just AdSense or all earnings, up to you.
It's special to me because it was 234, so 200,034. No, yeah, 200,034
In 1 month from AdSense.
Yeah, from AdSense.
That is insanely inspiring. And that's from one channel or all channels?
All channels.
Okay.
And going hard.
That's amazing. Yeah, how often do you post, and do you have a team?
I do have a team of editors, thumbnail creators, and one assistant. But my upload schedule is 3 times a week for each channel.
So you said you have editors, and do you have like a channel manager?
No.
Just editors, and you do all the managing.
Yeah, me and my husband.
I'm glad you have like help, because I was like, how are you doing all that? Oh
Yeah.
And for those watching that have less subscribers than you, what's some advice you would give to them to keep going?
To keep going, do something that you're passionate about, that's fun, that makes you happy, and that makes you want to watch the video. Because some people have a thing where they don't like watching themselves. So that's how you'll know you don't like what you're putting out. So if you don't like what you're putting out, you don't want to watch it. Make sure you put out what you like and enjoy doing, and stay consistent at it. That way you could be doing it for 8 years and you won't feel like it's work. It'll feel fun, like a hobby that you get paid for.
That's awesome. I'm so glad you still love what you're doing. That's great. And what's like a piece of advice for how to, like just one piece of advice that you think would be the best for how to like continue growing your channel?
Always learn. Don't stop learning, because the algorithm changes, people grow up and change, their interest changes. So you always gotta keep learning, especially for your niche. Pick the things that you think is interesting or important to learn in your niche, so that way you can always update it and grow. Because people grow, people change. And that's why I'm here today, to learn something new.
Same, me too. Thank you so much for letting me interview you.
No problem. Have a good one. Bye, Molly Squad.
I am here with,
My name is Dr. Kawana D. Irving.
and tell us, what is the name of your channel and what is it about?
So my channel is under Kawana D, and it's all about government contracting for small businesses.
Oh, cool. Tell me a little bit more. What does that mean?
So, typically they have like the B2C business model, which is business to consumer for small businesses, which is the long, hard, slow way to really grow a business. Most people are unaware that B2G, business to government, is like one to many. So one good government contract could be worth 10 years worth of customers for a small business, which means that you can really grow and scale your business drastically.
That sounds really cool. Okay, great. And then tell us, how many subscribers and what has been your biggest earnings, and like where did that come from?
It's so funny. I have about, I want to say it's close to 30,000 subscribers. And I didn't even know that YouTube was paying me until I started looking in the app, and people were like, just check under analytics or under, see if you're getting paid. And I just start seeing that I have been getting paid like anywhere from $500 to $1,000 a month just creating content. And I do that anyway. So it's just doing what I already love and empowering the people, But yeah, I think one of the biggest months was a little over $1,000, just not even intentionally.
Didn't even know she was being paid.
So just imagine when I get ready to do this intentionally, how I'm going to be able to scale that.
Congratulations. That's so great. And for those watching that have smaller channels or aren't like monetized yet, what's like one piece of actionable advice you could give to them?
Everybody started small. You start with 1 subscriber. That's it. And you just keep going. So I would say the best advice is consistency. As long as you're consistent and you're giving great value, the rest will come, so don't worry about this. Continue to, deliver great content and something that gives a person transformation conversation. And not only will you start coming up in YouTube as a suggested video to watch, but people will start to know and share your channel, and it'll eventually grow. But again, it all starts with consistency.
That is so true. So thank you so much for letting me interview you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, I am here today with Steph from Hands by Colic. Amazing. And when did you start your channel and how many subscribers do you have?
I started my channel in 2018 and I've now got 110,000 subscribers.
I love that. Congrats. And what has been your biggest month earnings from your YouTube channel?
Just the YouTube ad revenue.
You can share AdSense or like all revenue as a whole. You could share both too.
Okay, my biggest AdSense would have been £7,500.
Amazing.
And then in total with like sponsorships and brand deals, probably about 15K.
That's so awesome. And for those watching that are smaller YouTubers, what's like one piece of good tactical advice you could give them to grow?
Think about viewers coming back to your channel. So the next video should be something they are anticipating and want to see, as opposed to if they just come for one video but then don't subscribe because they don't want to watch the next one.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, for me, when I was new, I didn't understand the value of like getting them to watch and watch it, like binge watch.
Yeah.
Okay, amazing. Thank you so much. I am here today with...
I have a sewing channel.
Okay, and you have a faceless channel.
Faceless how-to channel, yeah.
So it's going to be a mystery because it's faceless. Okay. Yeah, we'll blur you like witness protection. Okay, and share with everyone how many subscribers and what's been your biggest earnings month with your channel.
I'm just shy of 100,000 subs, so that's kind of sad, but we're almost there, My biggest AdSense revenue would be, I don't know, maybe 4,000 or 5,000 a month, and then my biggest ad rev plus what I'm funneling to is maybe like 30 grand
per month, or in a biggest month.
A good big month, yeah.
Okay, awesome. And what is your best piece of advice for up-and-coming YouTubers?
Never stop learning. You gotta go all in and keep learning, keep adjusting. Don't stick with what you started. You gotta keep evolving. Yeah.
That's so true. Even like literally 2 days ago, as soon as I feel like I have everything figured out, I learned something new and then I realized I know nothing.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you feel like that too?
Yeah. Well, I mean, audiences change, trends happen, everything is always changing. So we gotta change with it. We gotta roll with what's going at the moment. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
All right. I am here with
Nurian Nurlan from Kyrgyzstan.
Okay, awesome. And what is the name of your channel?
It's Lights Kids channel, Lights Kids 3D animation, Lights Kids 2D, Lights Kids Family.
Okay, awesome. And tell us, how many subscribers do you have? And let's do across all channels, just like a rough estimate.
In one of them, it's for about 1,200,000. But in the second one, it's 600,000. In the third one, it's for about 500 is something thousands.
That's so cool. And tell us, what has been your biggest earnings month across all your channels?
For about 84,000.
Wow, 84,000. That's so amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I am here with
Josh Romeo, how's it going?
All right, and your channel name is?
Josh Romeo, self-titled.
All right, awesome. And tell us, how many subscribers do you have?
I am a little bit over 800,000, maybe like 815,000 at this point.
Okay, amazing.
Yeah.
And what has been your highest earnings month from YouTube? It can be all-inclusive or just AdSense.
Highest earning month would have been close to 250,000.
Amazing.
A month that was AdSense, affiliate, and brand deals.
Do you believe you ever would have hit that when you started?
No. Oh my gosh, no. Even listen, my first monetized month was like $600, and I was blown away by that.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And what would you say to like a newer creator, like one tip or piece of advice for them?
You have to. I know it's such a generic piece of information, advice that you hear all the time, but like you have to be yourself on YouTube. It's called YouTube. Like people come to YouTube to watch like individuals, not somebody who's gonna be like a robot behind camera and not being themselves. You just have to be yourself. And like I was just telling you, like the moment I realized that for my channel, that was when I really started experiencing true growth. And so you have to be yourself. Don't worry about, study people that you look up to. Study other influencers who you are inspired by, but don't copy what they're doing exactly to the point where you lose your true identity. You have to be authentic, because people, believe it or not, when they're watching a video, can see if you're being authentic or not. Like it does come across on camera, probably more so than in person.
Well, this is being filmed very authentically.
Yeah, this is super authentic. Yeah, this is as real as it gets right here.
I just saw him in a cafe and was like, let's make a...
Yeah, we're having a business video. She walks up and just interrupts, and I love it. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay, now that you've met all these professional YouTubers, you've seen how many subscribers they have, how much they make, and you're feeling inspired, you might be wanting to learn how to grow your own YouTube channel, but how do you do that? All you do is you start by watching this video next here, because when you pair what you just learned with what's in this video, it's going to be so much more powerful. See you in the next video.